Peace Reflections. Before we start, if you've been feeling called to go deeper, I'm now offering one-on-one spiritual alignment calls, 60-minute sessions, to help you realign and find clarity. Message me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times to book your spot. Alright, man, it's your boy HumbleAli2times for me. Back in the video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Now look, yesterday's talking about how to get over someone correctly, spiritually and emotionally. Now look, before I begin today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving you a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Excuse me, y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock me, show love, support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. I love always deeply. Excuse me. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, again, it's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments. Now, I'm also sending good positive energy towards everyone. Let's go ahead and get ready into the video. How to get over someone correctly, spiritually and emotionally. So, how do you do this, right? Now, disclaimer, bro, I'm going to be real with you in this video. I'm not going to say this is going to be the easiest thing to do. This might be easier. This might be easier said than done. But this is something that can be very hard to do. It can be something that's very difficult to do. But I'm going to be explaining and telling y'all some ways on how to get over this, right? And to basically to make your life more better, right? I'm not going to be giving every single detail, but I am going to be giving y'all some information that y'all can use to y'all's life, right? So how do you get over someone, right? Well, for one of the main things you need to go do is probably go cry. Now, I know a lot of y'all who just clicked on this video probably wasn't expecting me to say that. Maybe you was, right? But maybe you wasn't, right? One of the main things to get over somebody, or like not necessarily get over, more so move on with your life, is to literally cry, right? When you are crying, you are going to naturally go in a heal vibration. You're naturally going to go into a heal state. That's what a lot of people don't realize about crying. Crying will naturally put you in a healing state. This is why a lot of times once people get done crying, they feel a lot better. This is why, if you notice, a lot of babies cry, right? But you notice a baby could be crying, hollering, just really having a bad day or whatever, right? And then once the baby gets done crying, it's back smiling, it's back happy, it's moving around, it's dancing, it's walking or whatever, right? It's watching its favorite TV show or whatever, right? Right, because the baby is very in tune with its feminine side. The baby is very in tune with its healing side, right? It's not trying to reject it. It's naturally letting the tears come out. The baby could be anywhere. They're going to naturally let the tears come out, right? You know what I'm saying? But once we get older, we get programmed to, don't cry, da-da-da, this and that, right? And I'm not saying that you can't cry in front of people. Just me personally, I'm not crying in front of somebody, right? I'll just do that on my own time. I'm not crying in front of people. That's just my preference. I'm not doing that, right? There's nothing wrong with doing that, but I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I do cry, but I'm not going to sit there and cry in front of people. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Maybe like only one person I might will cry in front of, but besides that, no, I'm not crying in front of people. Yeah, but anyways, crying is gonna help you naturally move. It can help you naturally move forward with your life, because for one, it's one of the best ways to heal, because you're literally releasing energy, literally coming out of you, literally. Another way to get over someone correctly, right, is not by trying to get a whole roster or have sex with a lot of individuals. Because, yeah, it might take your mind off of it. Yeah, sure. It might take your mind off of it. But once you get done smashing those people, once that, like, the day is over with or whatever, and y'all aren't around each other anymore, your thoughts, the way you truly feel about this other individual that you actually really like, it's still that those feelings that you have for that individuals, those things that you're experiencing, they're still going to be there, right? You can have 10 people on your roster. Yes, you might not think about it or feel in that, you might not feel in that energy at that moment. But once those people leave, y'all go y'all's own way or whatever for the rest of the day or whatever, that energy is still with you. You have to do something with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't have a roster. I'm just saying, I don't want you to think, I don't recommend you to think, oh, if I get a roster or if I get another girlfriend, another boyfriend, I'm not going to think about it. No, it's still going to be there. And since you didn't do the proper healing, that might actually affect your relationship with this new relationship in a bad way, or these new connections or these new rosters in a bad way. I'm being so real with y'all on that. Another thing is too, right, was with like moving forward and trying to like detach from someone. I recommend just not, you might not want to talk about them. You might not want to talk about them. Try not to think about them, right? Because when you're thinking about something, like I've said many times, when you think about something, you give it your energy, right? You give it your life force. And I know that can be very difficult to do, to just stop thinking about somebody, especially somebody that you really like, you love, you have a crush on, whatever the case may be. I know that can be very difficult to do. But when you stop thinking about somebody, right? When you stop thinking about somebody, you might start naturally stop feeling about this person, because a lot of feelings come from your thoughts, right? Vice versa. Maybe so. And if you really want to like move forward and you want to like stop thinking about a person, you want to stop like going back to them, then you might want to just go ahead and delete everything. If you have any photos of them, anything with them, you might want to go ahead and delete it. If you have anything that they gave you, you might want to go ahead and trash it. I'm just being honest with you, bro. If they gave you any letters or anything like that, you might want to trash it or burn it. The reason why I say burn it is because fire is a good way to cleanse out energy. I know, because I'm a fire sign. Fire is a good way to cleanse out energy. I'm not telling you to go burn it, to go try to be disrespectful or nothing like that. No, I'm telling you, if you're gonna burn it, I recommend you to do it in a positive way. Burning is a burning. Fire is a form of healing. Fire is a form of saging, right? It's a form of cleansing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're about to sage a room, don't you have to light it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So, with a letter or with anything that they gave you, if you put it on fire, that can help cleanse it out. Our ancestors used to do this all the time when they was trying to like move on from something or whatever. They would put whatever that was on fire, right? And try to like cleanse and get rid of the energy, right? Or try to maybe like burn out the energy, right? So you could do that, right? And just like, I recommend maybe just like deleting everything that you have of them. If they gave you something, anything in the physical realm, physical world, you might want to just go ahead and get rid of it, right? You might want to just stop thinking. You might want to just stop trying to think about them. You might want to stop talking about them to people, right? You see what I'm saying? Because when you're talking about people, you're thinking about them, right? You're giving it your energy. So it's like, and your mind works like a brain. So if you're constantly just thinking and focusing on this, your brain is going to naturally attract more of it to you. So now you're going to start talking about it more. Now you're going to start thinking about it more, right? And you might be asking yourself, okay, Ali, well, how do I stop thinking about these people, right? Let it flow. Don't try to force it and like try to, because it's gonna be hard to do, bro. It's not the easiest thing to do to just stop thinking about somebody, especially if you're in love with this person, especially if you really care about this person, especially if you really want to be in this person's life. It's not the easiest thing to do, bro. This could take years to fully develop, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. It could take a decade. It could take a long time, bro. Even though, time isn't real, but, I'm just giving some examples or whatever, maybe so. But it could take a long time, in other words, is what I'm saying, right? And, and the thing is doing things that you truly love, right? Focusing more on your craft, right? Getting your income up. And I'm not saying get your income up just to try to, like, distract you. No, I mean, like, really try to get your income up in a way how you want it to be, right? Not just, I'm finna go clock in and just work extra hours because I'm trying to get my mind off this. When you clock out for work, even if you do work extra hours, the way you feel about this person is still going to be there. That feeling, those thoughts are still going to be there. You see what I'm saying? Right? You have to go heal, right? You can try to distract yourself as much as you want with other women or with other men or with making a bunch of money. But at the end of the day, how you truly feel about somebody, how you truly see somebody, that's still going to be there until you heal. You're still going to feel the same way that you feel until you finally decide, hey, something has to change. I need to change. I'm going to go heal. I'm going to go cry. I'm going to go to the gym more. I'm going to start eating more. I'm going to start fasting. I'm going to start getting on some retention. I'm going to start changing my life for the better. I'm actually going to start becoming more of my higher self. I'm going to become a better version of myself. Every day I'm going to try to become a better version of myself. It's not even trying. It's not even just trying. Every day I'm going to be a better version of myself. And watch how your life changes, bro. I'm going to start being more positive, right? I'm going to start being like, you know what? I appreciate the time that I had with this person. I would like for it to be longer, but I know the universe knows what it's doing, and whatever is meant is meant. Whatever is not meant is not meant. This is the type of energy that you need to be in, bro. This is the type of frequencies that you need to be in, because this is going to help you move forward. Another thing too, just because you do move forward, right? If you really, 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 really deeply liked and loved this person or was in love with this person, etc., they might always have a special place in your soul. Yes, I said soul, not heart, your soul, right? This person might always have a special place in your soul. So just because you did the work, just because you've been focusing on yourself, you've been doing a lot better. I'm gonna be real with you. They still might always have a special place in your soul. And that's okay, bro. You deeply like this person. You deeply love this person. You're deeply in love with this person. You deeply care for this person. In other words, you have a deep divine connection with this individual, right? So that's natural. If you still always have that like feeling towards them or those good energies towards them, that's natural, right? But what you probably shouldn't do is just stay in that energy of trying to be with someone that isn't trying to be with you. Because what you're gonna do then is you're gonna hurt yourself, right? See what I'm saying? So some people be like, man, I've been putting in the work, I've been doing this and that, I've been focusing on myself, etc. But I still think about them. That's natural. You still like them, right? If you still like them, then that's natural. And even if you move on and you don't like them anymore, bro, energy is energy. We are all spiritual, whether we want to accept it or not. You might still have a deep connection with this person. You might always have a connection with this person. You guys might always have a connection with each other. So even if both of you have split up, you guys could be miles apart from each other. You guys could both have moved on, have your own family, new husband, new wife, whatever, but y'all still have that connection with each other. So even if y'all don't like each other anymore, y'all don't have a crush anymore, y'all still have that deep, y'all still have some type of connection with each other. This is why after 15 years later, you'll still think about them here and there, or they'll still think about, y'all will still think about each other here and there. That's normal. That's natural. That's spiritual. Life is spiritual, right? You know what I'm saying? That's normal, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you, bro. Another thing too, right, to properly move forward, because it's really not like, oh, I'm getting over them. It's really more so like, you could say, oh, I'm getting over this person, but it's more so like you're detaching / moving forward and moving on with your life, right? We don't really have to use the word, oh, I'm getting over this person, right? That kind of sounds low vibrational to me now that I'm really thinking on it, right? I'm still going to let it be the title of the video, but yeah. But respectfully, of course, not trying to be mean or nothing like that, or nobody like that to nothing like that. You feel me? Respectfully. But yeah, though, man, these are a few ways on how to move forward, right? And like I said, bro, in the beginning of the video, this isn't going to be easy, right? It's not, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. A lot of times we hop on the camera, including myself sometimes. I've even done it. And we'll come on here with good energy. And, you know, a lot of us love what we do, right? And we'll come on here with good energy, right? And it sounds good. You get pumped up. You get inspired. But in reality, bro, it'd be hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'd be hard. You know, it'd be hard to just keep going, you know? Even for myself, sometimes it'd be hard to keep going, bro. But I know I got to keep going. And I am going to keep going. We always going to keep going, right? But sometimes it can be hard to keep going, bro. And that's a part of life. Sometimes in life, things going to get hard. Right? Sometimes life things gonna feel easy and just so mad smooth. And sometimes life gonna feel really hard, like you just on the hardest mode of your life. Like you playing the hardest game mode of your life, right? You know, but continue to keep doing you, bro. And I mean that in good positive ways. And you know, life is a journey, you know, don't take things personal, you know. Like let things flow. Continue to let things go. Continue to keep being yourself, continue to keep having faith in you and the universe. All you need is you and God, bro, for real. I've said that multiple times before. I'm not saying you can't appreciate other people. I'm not saying you can't admire and like to be and love to be around other people, but I'm being real with you. The only things that you actually need is you and the universe, bro, and that's real. But look, man, I lay out, man. There's so much more to love always deeply. I'll catch y'all from us on the next one, man. Peace.